welcome to the Accra Esports Week. It is day 4 right here at the Esports Academy inside Hacho. Mind you, we have had a brilliant 3-day event so far, and we are still on. We are going on through till Saturday, the 14th of January, where we'll be crowning it all at the Accra Esports Stadium inside Accra. But then today we are here at the Esports Academy inside Hacho with day 4 for you. And today on the bill, we have the the Conquest Efootball. Pardon me, there's been a lot of FIFA engagement, so it keeps coming. But then today we are playing Efootball, which popularly was known as the PES game or the Pro Evolution Soccer. And they have actually gone through some evolution now, and so it is called Efootball. So the gamers are here today, and they are ready to do action. But then my name is Vespa Kofi Sapon. I'll be your host for today. I'll be doing this with a brother here who is quite new in this space, but then he's not new at all. And so, brother, let us know who you are.
I'm Kwa Vector. I mean, it's always interesting to get back into this space where we see gamers, practice what we watch live on the field. But this time around, they happen not to be on the field, but they hold the game part and control as we see on the field.
All right, so that was a beautiful intro there from Carl Victor, who will be joining me here today doing the casting duties right there. But then, talking about that game there, today we are playing the Efootball, like I mentioned, and it's on the PS5 console, the PlayStation 5 console. A few months ago, I've said the all-new PlayStation 5, but then it's no longer new, although for some people, they are yet to witness it. But then, of course, the game engine is quite different on the PlayStation 5 for the Efootball, so you should be expecting something exciting today right here. And so we're getting ready to get into a next game here. We have about 8 players already in the building. They have been put into 2 groups. Very soon, I'll be bringing to you that grouping sessions. But then we are ready to get into a game right now, which very soon will be coming on your screens because there's no time to waste here. But then let's talk to Victor. Victor, what has been your expectations, and have your expectations been met so far for the Accra Esports Week?
Yes, certainly. I think that this is a big event that is happening in Ghana. Of course, even when you follow social media trends, we're tagged within the week concerning this particular festival. It's one of the biggest in Ghana, for that matter, the first happening. And we hope that in future we can replicate some of these events across the nation. But again, when you look at the pool, the quality of gamers that have been assembled here at the Accra Esports Academy, you need not be told that this festival is indeed something you need to have a glimpse of.
Definitely need to have a glimpse of this festival. It's been exciting and brilliant right from day one. Now on day one, we had that FIFA Conquest which came up, and already we have settled into the knockout stages, which will be played all out at the grand finals on Saturday at the Accra Esports Stadium. Also on day 2, we witnessed some action from the Call of Duty and Apex guys. That tournament is still running, and very soon I'll be bringing you updates as to how it is going so far. But then on day 3 yesterday, we had the NBA 2K23 tournament, which has been nicknamed the Slam Dunk Championship, and that was quite an exciting, mind-blowing day yesterday. You missed out on that one, but then don't worry, I'll let you in on what happened, because it looks like we have 2 players who are ready to do the final battle on Saturday.
Certainly, yeah,
certainly. And on Saturday, you should be poised for an exciting day.
I should be. Basketball, the NBA 2K, it's something that I've been looking forward to. You look at the enthusiasm, you look at the kind of excitement that comes with it, even just having your thing in the basketball court. But this time around, holding the part and then controlling the gamers. The footballers, it's just wonderful, and I want to see what.
Definitely, it is just wonderful. Holding the controller and controlling about 11 players if it's football, and controlling about 5 players when it's basketball, it's a whole new different experience. But then, of course, that's what esports is all about. It is about the competitive gaming that we are witnessing right here. But then, talking about the Accra Esports Week, we have some sponsors and partners making sure that this is possible. So let me quickly mention Pop Out, the innovations of imaginations, who have actually put this together. So shouts to Mixter, Maximus, and Metogo, the main man behind this particular idea, the brain behind this event we are looking at. And also to the Esports Association of Ghana, who are awesomely partnering this event right from scratch to finish. And so big shouts to the president, Mr. Kwesi Hayford, who has been a big support right from the start, and he's still here with us on day 4. And also to media partners, to Joy Online, to Joy Prime, to the entire multimedia facet who have been also holding us down, covering this entire event for us. Kudos to you. Also to Esports Africa News. Yes, they have been here with us since day one, covering this entire news, also spreading the news out there on their socials. Also, if you want to join us or actually get more information about what is happening right here, get onto the socials. Of course, Accra Esports Week on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Twitch, on YouTube. Yes, you can join the stream, join the pages, get more information about what is happening right here. We are celebrating the biggest esports experience ever in Accra, in Ghana, in fact, in West Africa, in Africa, and beyond, right here from Accra. And so today, day 4, as I've announced, we have the Conquest Efootball Championship that is coming right soon on your screens. I think a few minutes ago you saw that insert of the players getting ready to do battle. But then I'm reliably informed that we have 2 very awesome players right there on the pitch. And this match is actually between Prince. He is nicknamed the Prince of PES. Previously, he was Prince of FIFA. And now he says he's Prince of Efootball. So we'll be watching to see if he can actually live up to the bill. He can actually be the prince that we expect him to be. And he is coming up against, I think, future Modric. That's what he calls himself. And so in the in-shots, you can see those 2 players right there doing battle. So, Kwao, I'll leave this to you as you bring us that play-by-play commentary right here.
Well, so let's get into the first half of this very interesting game between these 2 players. Of course, Future and Prince. They'll be hoping to at least give themselves what they have been preparing for all this while, as far as this Accra Esports Week is concerned. I mean, I'm looking for it, Vespa. I'm looking for it to enjoy myself in this particular festival. It's a festival,
it is,
and we need to enjoy ourselves. So we should be looking for a very interesting game involving Portugal and France. And
yes, so to bring some clarification, Prince is actually playing with the Portugal team, and Future is playing with our French team. But I'm talking about this festival, you know, it's not just come and play, but then come play and win. So there is a 20,000 Ghana cedis pot prize up for grabs in this particular tournament. And so take us away.
So that is Portugal, and that's Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment. Just few meters away within the penalty area. He's been shoved off the ball by Verani. His Future. While he's using a France, he's actually using a France team, whilst Prince is going with the Portugal as well. Oh, lovely strike there, and that is the first goal. My goodness, the Prince has arrived, and he's gotten one. Oh, interesting goal there.
Interesting way to begin affairs right here for Prince, and I'm sure that will probably put him in a relaxed mode as we can see him stretching out there. Of course, getting that first all-important goal is very vital to probably steering how this match is going to end.
Just 10 minutes already, and Prince is here. He comes again looking for that opening. As Portugal already have taken the lead, but I just love his focus, his determination in this game.
Yes, definitely Prince is on some greatness mission right here, and at this moment there is a technical break as the players look to probably put their controllers in their, of course, the familiar settings that they know of, and it looks like Future probably got something wrong there, so he's looking to set up well so that he can actually get back into the game and enjoy this one. But then what do you make of the gameplay so far? It's just under 10 minutes and looks exciting already.
I think we should be looking forward to a defensive mind player, that is Future, and a player who will definitely be coming with a lot of attacking threat, that is Prince of games. I know Prince, they do not fear anything, they are fearless, they love to attack and they love to dare their opponent, and that is what I'm sure we're in for at the moment.
All right, we are in for a lot of action here in this particular match. It's early days yet, and like I said, the players are both going in for some controller setups right here, making sure that everything is right so that when they press the O button, it responds to what they want to do. And already we are back underway. Wow.
So Future, Dembele, he's been dispossessed of the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo, sandwich between 2 players. He goes for the shot again, but this time around he's been stopped by Hugo Lloris, a very experienced goalkeeper. Well, talking about him in person, I mean, this is a player who have been to so many World Cups, have guided the France team to the previous one in 2018 in Russia when they lifted by beating Croatia. Here comes Portugal again. And again, straight into the waiting arms of Hugo Lloris again. Very experienced goalkeeper, Vespa.
Very experienced. And it's sad to know that recently there's been news of him retiring from the national team. And I think he's done his due. He's done his bit. And so kudos to Hugo Lloris.
I mean, that's a sad one. But here comes Prince again, using the left flank. Oh, lovely sprints there at the far side. Sensing a swing out to Cristiano Ronaldo, and he fails to sweep that ball, but it's still within the area. France living dangerously. And looking, referee has spotted an infringement there. That's Antoine Griezmann in your shot. But it's a welcome goal kick, as Hugo Lloris will love to hit in a long one. And definitely looking for his target man, Cristiano Ronaldo. But here comes future Mbappe. But Mbappe has nobody to at least push the ball to, as Portugal, that is Prince, who will have to quickly control his game in the middle. Benzema. Mbappe, oh, lovely, looking to really tread that ball to the far side, but he's been curtailed. As Prince really controlling the quality of the game now. He's got his stamp in his game.
I think Prince has got a really brilliant game going. He's very solid in defense and also solid looking in attack. But I think his connections should be much better. Cristiano Ronaldo has got it all to actually connect those crosses that Joao Felix has been feeding, and so he should be capitalizing on that to probably get more goals here. But then for future Modric, it looks like he's yet to get a hang of this game, and so he's gradually warming up into affairs right here. So let's see how this unfolds.
Let's see how that unfolds. That is Joao Felix for Portugal. Ruben Neves, Cristiano Ronaldo again. The man who has always been a talisman up front, Bruno Fernandes. Oh my goodness, what a strike again. But what a test to it.
I won't be surprised if Hugo Lloris ends up being the man of this match, because already he's been big in post right there, probably saving the French national team on more than one occasion right here, because the threat from Prince has been just awesome. But then Hugo Lloris, he has lived up to the task.
Let's see. Bruno Fernandes again. Oh, lovely. He's got Cristiano Ronaldo by. And again, Jules Koundé rescues the situation for France. But again, they're leaving dangerously, and that is the second one. How is that for a goal? My goodness, what a strike from Bruno Fernandes. Lovely strike, deep in and above. Vespa.
Wow, now that was an unexpected strike right there, because I mean Bruno Fernandes was caught in between some defenders right there, but then how he managed to pull that shot through is one of a wonder for me. So kudos to Prince for being bold enough to strike from that position. And of course, this is what eFootball brings you. You never know which ball might go into the net. You just have to keep trying and getting the shots in through. And so that was one beautiful goal right there.
Joao Felix to the far side, back to Cristiano Ronaldo. Joao Felix again looking for that spearhead, and that will be his captain as well. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, a lot of space again, and France really living dangerously. He needs to be very careful at the back. That is future. He just needs to be very careful, as he's really giving a lot of spaces to Prince to attack him. And look at it.
Obviously, I think one thing I'm gathering from this match is that Prince looks to be too much of a heavyweight for future Modric to tackle in here, and it is just playing forth on your screens right now. It has been a dominant game for Prince, the Prince of eFootball. I'm sure that will be his new nickname after this particular tournament right here. Previously, he was called the Prince of PES. At a point in time, he called himself the Prince of FIFA. He fell off of all those titles.
But who's the king?
The king today, we are yet to probably know, because we will crown a king right after this tournament. So today, right about now, I wouldn't be too quick to actually place a crown on anybody's head. But then afterwards, whoever wins this tournament definitely deserves to be called the king of eFootball. So Prince, let's see if you can graduate to being a king today. We live to see.
So let's see who'll be the king. Here comes Benzema for future. Off to the far side, find Dembele. He's got so much space, but again, he's been stopping his tracks. And you can see that man. So that is halftime already here, and it's Prince who have run away with the first 45 minutes.
Obviously very dominant first half action right there from Prince, and I'm sure that will set the tone for how he is going to continue in this second half coming up.
Griezmann twisting and turning, leaves the ball for Tchouameni. Rabiot finds that space, finds back to Griezmann again, working his way into the area, but it's been stopped by Pepe. Huge touch to Ruben Neves. Cristiano Ronaldo. Anytime this man is on the ball, he's such a dangerous threat to a lot of very defensive build-ups.
You're talking about the talisman himself. I mean, the arguable GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's recently made a move to Al Nassr. What do you make of that?
Oh, that is huge. That is a huge spat at the back. I mean, coming back on the controversies. I mean, at Manchester United, he was there. He was a legend of the club. He's back. I mean, he didn't really get his right foot in his second return. And look at the controversies before he left Manchester United. I mean, for me, I can only hope the best for him. And I'm a great fan of him as well.
Wow. All right. So it looks like we have some Ronaldo stunts right here. But then let's see what he can do more in this particular game that we have on our hands between Prince and future Modric.
Koundé. Tchouaméni in their own half, but this time around they have given the ball to those in red and a bit of that green. And here comes Portugal attacking. It is Prince who is attacking as well, looking for his third goal, and has been notched out of that danger zone. Griezmann. He loves to use Griezmann. He loves to use Dembele and Koundé as well. He's been stopped by Ruben Neves.
I'm quite wondering why Benzema isn't really having a good day on the pitch right here, considering the rich vein of form that Benzema seems to be in. But then in this virtual pitch, he isn't really seeing the best of games here.
Maybe, just maybe, the person behind the controller is failing to exploit.
That factor is really not helping bring out the best in Benzema. Future Modric, you need to be doing better.
That's lovely here. So here come France again. They will love to strike up a bit. And it's to Mbappe. Still Mbappe looking for that space, looking for Benzema. And he's been shoved off the ball. And it's still France in that vital area. But it's been cleared finally by Prince. Ronaldo, he gives the ball away to a man in the white. And the big question will be what Prince was really doing, because his way of connecting to his players on the field has been very questionable. Bruno, João Felix. Oh, lovely play there from Prince again. Is that a third? No, it's been stopped by Tchouaméni. Griezmann. It's Portugal and it's Prince who is really teasing future out of the defensive cell. Benzema. He's been sandwiched by so many players, but here comes another huge briefing for Portugal. The ding-dong battle in the middle is just immense.
Yes, it is a very crunch battle right there between both players, Prince and Future right here in the midfield. Ball going back and forth between both players. I mean, they are both exchanging the ball in there. No one seems to be holding it on and getting the best in attack. That's quite an interesting match coming into the second half right here.
Well, Tchouaméni, one of the players that, one of the youngsters who definitely was a delight to watch in Qatar. I mean, what a trust by his manager. But here comes France again. That is Griezmann. Oh, what a save. Lovely save there. It will be Neves as well. Bruno Fernandes gets his way. But it's Future who is piling on so much pressure.
I mean, on the other hand, it was a lovely save right there from Prince. But then I felt that Future Modric should have done better. He probably should be adding some enhancements.
Theo Hernandez in so many space. Oh, but again, it's Ruben Neves who will get it out of the danger zone. You're making a very important point.
Yes, I was talking about the fact that Future Modric should be adding some enhancements to his shooting, particularly when he gets into that 18-yard box. He probably should be adding the finesse to his shots. And so with the addition of the R2 button and the box button, probably that would get him getting the ball bending, because when he just shoots straight, it just goes into the waiting arms of the goalkeeper. And at this point, he probably needs a response to those two goals that Prince has. And so Future Modric, do better.
That's it, Cristiano Ronaldo connecting textbook header. And that will be a brace for him as well. And that is a third for Prince. Oh my goodness, what a strike. What a textbook header. And he is really into the game. Really telling the true story. He's a Prince as far as eFootball is concerned. Mbappe. Benzema looking for that space. But he's been shoved off the ball. Ruben Neves gets his way. He's back to Benzema again. Just few meters away from the 18-yard, and that should be it. It's Prince who has carried the day. Oh,
Obviously, he has carried the day in grand style, bringing us to the end of the match. Mind you, we are in the group stages still, and so that will be 3 points for Prince in the bag right there. And look at them, Ronaldo
I
and
mean,
Ruben Neves exchanging some communication right
I
there.
mean, he should be a proud captain, and I think he
Man
winning
of the match.
Certainly,
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
this
yes,
is a
yes.
big face. His hands are not new to. I mean, holding those
Of course,
those
man
goals
of the
or what?
matches, exactly. But then, do you think in the Saudi League he is going to continue that dominance? Is he going to rack in all the man of the match trophies right there?
Ronaldo is a man who understands the road, and already he's gotten the first goal in that particular out now set up already. I mean, he understands the business.
Now, I just love how he introduced himself. He says he is a unique player, and so I mean, this contract he was given is a unique one right there.
Sincerely, I mean, look, this is a player who does not need any introduction when it comes to goal scoring. The argument might be about age, but I tell you, leave him in a goalkeeper, and you understand that he's still got that rich vein form of scoring goals.
All right, welcome back to the studios here of the Esports Academy right here, where we are bringing to you day 4 of the Accra Esports Week. It's been exciting, it's been mind-blowing, it's been engaging so far. We've had industry experts come through, talk to us. We've seen the best of gamers come to action right here, and today is no new day. We are still continuing that rich vein of excitement. We have the Conquest, of course, Efootball Championship, which is happening right now, and in that previous match we saw some exciting footballing right there between of course Prince and Future Modric, but then there are other players also in the building today. But then what do you make of that match we just saw, Victor?
I mean, that was lovely. Look at how Prince control the game, the tempo of the game. Look at how he distributed the passes, though he was really struggling to connect to his players. But again, you understand that he's got experience as far as this game is concerned. He met a minor, a lot of respect to Future, but I think that Prince just ran riot on the day.
Of course, Prince did indeed run riot, getting 3 goals and 3 points in that match. And so we are getting ready to go into another match very soon. And obviously, it will be on our screens in a bit. But then let me make mention of the awesome partners who are holding us down. And so again, I want to mention Pop Out. Yes, the innovations of imaginations right there, to the Esports Association of Ghana. Of course, to Play Province, they've been key in holding us down. Also to Letty Art, who are into game development. Yesterday, we had their CEO, Mr. Aram Tewia, speak to us right here. So you can just get back to that previous stream from yesterday, and then you are going to get all that bits in there. And so, I mean, he mentioned a lot about game development and its growth in Ghana and all that they are doing to support the industry. Also, we have Esports Academy, of course, hosting us. Also to Otium Lounge, Otium Gaming Lounge. They have been very supportive of us in this Accra Esports Week as well. And on Saturday is the big day, the grand final of all games. It is on that day where we are going to be sharing the 20,000 Ghana City. Definitely we will discuss that behind the scenes, but mind you, that is the pot prize of this particular esports festival right here. So to you, the game fanatics, those who just love to watch and not really participate in there, so this particular esports festival, let me make mention of when we are going to be sharing all that money into bits and pieces to the the deserving winners. Already we have some winners from some of the games, and we are still looking for the rest who will be participating in that finale on Saturday, where we'll be crowning them. But then, would you be bold to make a prediction so far for any of the games? You've seen the players. On Monday during FIFA, we saw the likes of Wonder Kid in here. He didn't have an awesome day, although he's a legend in the game. We saw now in recent times we are developing this space, and so there is the advent of esports teams now, and so I mean the individualism or the individual gamers is sort of fading away. So we are graduating into professional esports teams who have managers, who have coaches, who have welfare managers as well, making sure that these players they are in shape for tournaments as and when they come. And don't you find that exciting? I mean,
yes, but I just want to make a quick point. I'm just thinking that, look, though we are trying to give the space to these esports teams, these esports hubs, but look, the players will continue to make their name.
Of course, obviously.
They will certainly be the face of some of these clubs. And
definitely.
We just want to have that day that we can have a contract for an e-gamer athlete worth millions of dollars. I mean,
obviously we'll get there.
Yeah,
we are on that. I mean, that third part. Now, you know, there was one very big transfer in the esports scene. You know, transfers are very soon going to become common in esports as well, not just in the sporting world. And this player I'm talking about, he goes by the name Tom. And so Tom was moved from one team called Hashtag to another team called Lease, and that was worth about £100,000 right there, British pound sterling.
Wow. They've got so much young talent. I mean, coming through their ranks, they are not new. As for England, I mean, they have always been old beasts. Back of gaming. I mean, most of our gamers who are at Istanbul and Bali will tell you that even the controllers they were given, even the atmosphere that they were in is far different from what they receive back home.
Of course, it is quite sad that Africa always is lagging behind, you know, in terms of the sporting, the e-sporting world as well. But then hopefully we are getting there, and we will get there soon. So we are getting ready to see this match now, which is coming up on your screens very soon. It is a match between France and England, and it looks like we already have our kickoff. So Victor, take us away.
So that is the first. Is France already making the first incursion, and then they've gotten the first goal, and it is the usual face, Kylian Mbappe.
Wow. That was quite an early statement right there. Look at, I mean, it's just under 2 minutes, and look at that brilliant lofted pass and the connection and the shot right there.
Just
I mean, the composure.
Look at the composure and look at the finish. I mean, masterclass from Kylian Mbappe. My goodness, it's future, and he's taking on faculty. Also, faculty, of course, is
earlier on. Faculty is one multi-purpose player. He's multi-dimensional. He plays FIFA, and today he's also playing eFootball right here. I mean, one will say that both are two similar games, but then trust me, the mechanisms, the gameplay, you know, is totally different. Particularly with FIFA being, you know, more of mechanic as compared to, you know, eFootball. But then trust me, those two are very exciting games that are played. But then even on the world stage, you mentioned Istanbul and you mentioned Bali. It is eFootball that is being played, and so you know, exciting players who can represent Ghana on the world stage come, you know, 2023, and let's see how this particular tournament turns out.
But the interesting story is that Future, who played with France in the previous game against Prince, this time around has opted for England. Maybe the France magic didn't work. For Saka, Kamavinga looks for Mbappe, Benzema, and again England really collecting the loose ball quite well. Rashford, and what a save again by Hugo Lloris. And he knows it, that was a very important save to keep faculty in this game.
Now that was a very awesome stretch there from Lloris to protect the French national team at the back right there. But then faculty is now looking like he's lost the control to Future, and Future should capitalize on these opportunities to be getting those goals right there.
Let's see if he can capitalize, but here comes Kylian Mbappe. Ample of space. He's got Benzema. It's still Saka. Lovely in-swinger. Oh my goodness. And that side.
Already mentioned that Future right now has turned the game around on its head, and he is now on top. And when you're on top, you definitely make sure you bury those chances. Otherwise, you might be crying at the end of the day, because I mean, in eFootball or in eSport or in eSoccer, when you get opportunities and you don't bury them, they can come hunting at you and come hitting back at you so hard. And so Future right now, he's got
well, let's see if Future can get back into this game, because he certainly will have future if he manages to edge out faculty.
Of course, definitely he would have a future in this particular tournament going forward if he is to get, you know, the maximum 3 points at the end of this particular match right here now.
That's very key. It seems Kane has been brought in.
Yes, I mean, Kane is that super striker that England can boast of now. I mean, he's been doing awesome for Tottenham too, and so bringing him on probably means that Future wants to particularly capitalize on the finishing right there in the third half of the field, portion
Lovely
of the field.
touch to Alexander Arnold. Oh my goodness. Bukayo Saka. And look at a swinger.
And that was Kane. I mean, the man who was just introduced, almost making a difference right there. And I think this is why he was brought on. And so I should be expecting him getting in at least a goal before this match comes to an end.
But you know, Vesper, some of these chances, if you fluff them off, you really pay for it.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier. I mean, in eFootball, when you keep missing your chances, just as Future is doing, it might come back hitting at you so hard. And
certainly is Jordan Pickford's pick right in his own half. Verani stops it. Finds Dembele. Koundé. Mbappe. He's got Koundé to the far right hand side. But he's got Benzema, the big bass in the middle. And the cross again. Jordan Pickford is equal to the tax. Well, he's got a height. I mean, to deal with those situations.
Obviously, he has. I mean, he's a big man also in the frame right there. So these situations wouldn't be much of a scare for him. And so kudos to Pickford right there.
But how big is the frame?
In fact, it is really big. About, is it 10 feet apart?
Certainly. I mean, here comes Future. He will have to go through Bukayo Saka. Of course, the young chap has got so much space and so much hits as well. But he fails to direct his ball, and that'll be a miscue. Yes. It's 3 shots against 6 for Future. I mean, Future has got so much shots in his game.
Future really should have won this match. I mean, he started slowly. He went down very early in the game, but then he came back and then he just kept applying pressure upon pressure, but then not really making much of the pressure. I mean, it's just like, you know, you making noise about beating someone and then just being unable to beat him actually at the end of the day. And that is what we saw right here. The shares have been spoiled, and so both players will be walking away with 1 point each right here. We're still on for day 4, Accra Esports Week, happening live here at the Esports Academy inside Hacho. We'll be going for a break, and after this break, we'll bring to you the rest of the action here. It is the Accra Esports Week. We will be right back.
Letty Arts is a video game development company that is using storytelling to change the African narrative by creating a series of comics and video games based on historical heroes, African heroes, brought into the 21st century reality. The gaming industry is the biggest in the West, and the sort of revenues that we see, Africa doesn't contribute to that. And that was the basis of our frustration, my frustration actually, to solve that, to make Africa part of the global pie. Africa has so many stories that are undocumented. So there's a need for Africa to preserve its stories in an exciting form. So that's the niche that we are serving. Our villains represent issues. So we have greedy presidents, corrupt religious leaders. We use these characters to tell the stories. My greatest motivation is retelling our stories in modern, engaging, and interactive forms, because we kill our African stories. It's a niche market, it's an untapped market, and Africa could become the biggest continent, producing 3 times those revenues.
Some legends fight for fortune, others answers. But we shall all be forged in the glorious realm.
Mirage, quiet. Path, are we clear?
This is my favorite part. Exciting.